Are you a fan of the Marvel Cinematic Universe and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.? You may wonder if Chloe Bennet, who played Agent Daisy Johnson on the show, could return to the MCU. And if you're a fan of the Powerpuff Girls, you may have heard about the reboot in the works at the CW. But is it still happening? Find out in this video, as we discuss the latest updates on these fan-favorite franchises. First up, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.'s connection to the MCU. The storylines of the first few seasons of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. centered primarily around putting the pieces in place after the major events that transpired in movies like The Avengers, Thor: The Dark World, and Captain America: The Winter Soldier. This made it the first television program to be a part of the main continuity of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. After a time, the 22-episode season structure of AOS made it difficult to conjugate stories with the film's quickly progressing and increasingly ambitious innovations. The show's ties to the MCU's core continuity started to fade by the third season, and nearly completely disappeared by the fourth. AOS carved out its course inside the Marvel Universe using Inhumans, time travel, space travel, and virtual reality hijinks, paying little attention to what was happening in the movies. However, they finally tied everything together with a nod to Thanos' Infinity War and Endgame invasion of Earth. They had their global threatening, cataclysmic events in Season 5. And now, what does this mean for Chloe Bennet's possible crossover to the MCU? In AOS, Bennet portrayed Daisy Johnson, aka Quake. She joins the squad initially as a hacker. Still, as she learns to fight, she realizes that she is inhuman and can produce seismic-like vibrations. Her backstory in the show is similar to that of her Marvel Comics counterpart. Still, it has been modified to fit the cast of other characters the writers were working with. Daisy no longer served as Nick Fury's mentor. Instead, she became Phil Coulson's trainee, whom he eventually treated like a daughter. Things become more complicated in Season 3 of AOS, when Daisy commands a group of Inhumans. This force was modeled after the Secret Warriors alliance in the comic books. The Secret Invasion narrative, which will be examined in the upcoming Disney Plus show of the same name, is closely related to the Secret Warriors, which include Daisy and Nick Fury in the comics. After Black Bolt's tease in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, fans believe Chloe Bennet will have a role in Secret Invasion, and finally bring the Inhuman race to the MCU's primary reality. Of course, this brings up challenging AOS continuity difficulties. Giving Daisy the same multiverse treatment as they have given Wilson Fisk and Daredevil could be one answer. In other words, if Daisy were to appear in the main MCU timeline, and especially if she were to be portrayed by the same actress. Her character would likely be a variation of her AOS counterpart, with plenty of similarities but also enough differences to make the inclusion feasible from a narrative standpoint. This approach permits the nostalgia that comes with the reappearance of a fan-favorite character and actress in shows like Daredevil without creating distracting and outright harmful narrative holes and continuity issues. Finally, other options beyond Secret Invasion. The sky's the limit with Marvel, currently making great efforts to include beloved actors and characters into their main universe, such as the Daredevil mentioned above, played by Charlie Cox, the Spider-Man starring Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield, or Hugh Jackman's Wolverine. The first option is Inhumans. It's bad that Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. doesn't truly count toward the MCU, because the show did a fantastic job translating the Inhumans from the books to the screen. After the failure of ABC's Inhumans show, Chloe Bennet's return as Daisy to lead a squad of Inhumans would finally offer this interesting race a chance to take the lead in its series or film. Please also bring back Elena Yo-Yo Rodriguez while we're at it. The second is Ghost Rider. Robbie Reyes, Johnny Blaze's replacement as the Ghost Rider, is another Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. character with a fantastic storyline, but never received the acclaim it deserved. Throughout Season 4 of the program, he and Daisy grow closer, since Blaze is the most well-known vessel in the comics. They would choose him if Ghost Rider were ever to be presented in the MCU. But if they want to bring Robbie back, it would be a perfect opportunity to get Bennet back as Daisy. The third is Sword. In the next Marvel film, Monica Rambeau will get her moment to shine, after spending years primarily in the background. Her and her mother's intelligence outfit Sword will undoubtedly briefly take center stage in the MCU. The organization, which focuses on dangers from extraterrestrial life, will likely help Nick Fury Perry and Maria Hill with Secret Invasion, and may work with S.H.I.E.L.D. in the future. Daisy would be an excellent addition to the squad, given her experience in AOS working with alien races, such as the Kree. And the last option is Return of S.H.I.E.L.D. Although Chloe Bennet is arguably one of the most well-liked performers among fans of AOS, many other amazing actors and characters ought to return just as much as she does. One of the greatest Marvel teams ever was founded by Clark Gregg as Phil Coulson, and included Ming-Na Wen as Melinda May, Ian DeKay Stacker as Leo Fitz, and Elizabeth Henstridge as Gemma Simmons. Sadly, the team has never received the deserved recognition it deserves. Is CW's Powerpuff Girls reboot not happening anymore? Brief summary of the Powerpuff Girls and their mission to save the world before bedtime. The Powerpuff Girls are a trio of superhero sisters who use their powers of super strength, flight, and laser vision to protect the city of Townsville from various villains and criminals. The three girls, Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup, were created by Professor Utonium, who combined sugar, spice, and everything nice with a mysterious substance called Chemical X to make the perfect little girls. However, the accidental addition of Chemical X gave the girls their powers and turned them into superheroes. Despite their young age, the Powerpuff Girls are dedicated to fighting crime and evil, often going out of their way to save the world before bedtime. They are aided in their missions by the professor and their neighbor, a talking dog named Mr. Sandwich. Together, the Powerpuff Girls use their powers and teamwork to keep the city of Townsville safe and sound. Next up, Powerpuff Girls villains. The Powerpuff Girls face a wide array of villains in their quest to protect the city of Townsville. Some of the major villains that the girls encounter include Mojo Jojo, Him, Fuzzy Lumpkins, and Princess Morbucks. Mojo Jojo is the Powerpuff Girls' arch nemesis, a gorilla who was once a lab assistant to Professor Utonium. After being hit by a blast of Chemical X, Mojo Jojo gained super intelligence and vowed to conquer the world. He is a formidable foe with various gadgets and weapons. He is a powerful, gender-ambiguous demon who can manipulate reality and control people's emotions. He is often accompanied by his loyal minions, the Hoop-de-Doos. Fuzzy Lumpkins is a hillbilly that possesses super strength and durability. He is often depicted as being simple-minded and prone to fits of rage. Princess Morbucks is a wealthy young girl who is desperate to become a superhero but lacks real powers. She often tries to buy her way into the Powerpuff Girls team or create her team of villains to defeat the girls. In addition to these major villains, the Powerpuff Girls face other minor villains, such as the Amoeba Boys, Sedusa, and the Gangrene Gang. Despite these villains' formidable challenges, the Powerpuff Girls always emerge victorious, thanks to their powers, teamwork, and quick thinking. Recently, rumors have been circulating that the show is set to be rebooted with a new cast and crew. This news has garnered mixed reactions from fans. Some are excited to see a fresh take on the beloved series, while others are concerned about the potential changes that may come with the reboot. One of the main points of contention among fans is the potential for a new voice cast. The original voice actors for the Powerpuff Girls, Catherine Cavadini, Tara Strong, and Elizabeth Daly, have become synonymous with the characters. Their departure may be unsettling for some fans. However, there is also the possibility that a new voice cast may bring new energy and fresh perspective to the show. There are also concerns about the potential changes to the show's overall tone and aesthetic. The Powerpuff Girls have always had a unique and distinct style. Any possible changes to the art and animation may be met with resistance from fans. Despite these concerns, a reboot of the Powerpuff Girls could be a success. It could bring in a new generation of fans and introduce the show to a new audience. Only time will tell if the rumored reboot will be a hit or miss. However, recent reports suggest that the show has been canceled and will not be moving forward, according to recent sources. The show has reportedly been canceled and won't continue. Fans of the program who have shared their affection for the series and its characters on social media have voiced their regret and sadness at this news. The Powerpuff Girls' termination signifies the end of an era for Cartoon Network because the program has been a mainstay of the network for more than 20 years. It was a groundbreaking series with strong female characters that addressed crucial subjects like social justice and gender equality. The program's conclusion also signifies the end of an era for the voice actors, including Catherine Cavadini, Tara Strong, and Elizabeth Daly, who have been voicing the characters for more than 20 years and have become recognized as them. Fans of the Powerpuff Girls will undoubtedly miss the program and its adored characters. Still, the show's legacy will endure, thanks to its ongoing appeal and the beneficial effects it has had on its audience. Even if the program may no longer broadcast, it will always be regarded as a special and significant animated program. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, like and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. And don't forget to leave a comment below, letting us know what you think. We love hearing from you.